What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dumauch. Welcome back to my channel. And today I have a special one for you guys. I got the S22 Ultra versus the S24 Ultra in the building today. If you like this kind of video, make sure you do subscribe, like, and share. So I'm gonna go through a quick rundown of the specifications, and I've had a little bit of time to play around with the S24, so I'll let you know some of the differences that I've noticed and whether or not you should go and grab yourself an S24 Ultra. So let's look at a quick rundown of the specifications of the S22 first, and then we'll talk about the S24. So looking quickly on my screen so I don't forget, the S24 has CDMA, GSM, HSPA, EVDO, LTE, and 5G. If you care about any of that, it was released in February 2022, on the 9th of February to be exact, and it has Gorilla Glass on the front and back. It's Gorilla Glass Plus, meaning that it's very durable. As you can see, it's been in great condition. I used it for 2 years, no problem. You can use nano or eSIMs in it as dual SIM for most models. I'm not too sure if there are some models with single SIMs, but for most of them you can use a dual SIM, which is the eSIM, and the nano SIM. Same goes for the S24, but let's look at the display. It's a 2K resolution, 120 hertz, HDR10 plus, as you know, which is also the same for the S24. It started off with Android 12. Right now it is on Android 14, but it's running One UI 6. This is running Android 14 as well, but it's One UI 6.0, 6.1. Sorry, and the key differences to note are in the chipset and the camera. So I'm not really gonna run through every single specification. So key differences to know. First, the camera on the S24. If you can't tell the difference, this is the 24. This is the 22. This is an S9 Plus. I just got it here for the aesthetics. It's all broken up and everything. So the main cameras, 108 megapixels on this one, 200 megapixels on this one. 10 times optical periscope at, if I'm not wrong, let me check the megapixel count just to be sure. So with comes the cameras, the main cameras. So yeah, so you got a 10 megapixel over here and a fixed 50 megapixel periscope over here. This 5 optical, 10 optical. Both of them have a 3 times telephoto camera at about 12 megapixels. If I am not wrong. Yes, there you go. The front facing cameras, what you have here is actually a 40 megapixel front facing camera versus a 12 megapixel front facing camera. You can tell the difference. Don't let anybody tell you any different than that. You can tell the difference. The processing of this one is slightly better and more clear, but this is still more detailed. There seems to be some more smoothing going with it though. So apart from that, what are some of the other differences? Both of them have no headphone jack. They both have stereo speakers at the top and the bottom. Both have an S Pen. Both, as I mentioned, both made of glass. This is curved glass at the front, completely, completely flat at the front. This has titanium, much lighter in my hand. I'm not sure on paper than this, but this is much more comfortable to hold. Apart from that, when you open it up and you actually use the device, I don't use the button suggestions at the bottom. I use swipe gestures. Swipe gestures, when you want to go back, it's easier to activate because of the curved screen. So if that's something that you value, that's something you might want to keep in mind. So, what are some other key differences that I've noticed? The haptics. On the S24, the haptics are quite a bit better. more pronounced, more sound. Apart from that, let me show you something. I don't know if it's just me. I use LED lights. When I set my lights to change colors, it seems a lot slower on the S22. So I'm going to show you. Turn my lights blue. Actually, seems pretty quick. Turn my lights white. Oh, shit, I forgot. My phone, my Wi-Fi was off. Turn my lights white. All right, changing two lights to white. I don't know. It's not much of a difference, but to me, just in the operation of changing lights, for me it was quicker with the 24, but not by much. Not where it's noticeable. Also, when you're using Bluetooth, for my ear personally, the S24 is higher and richer in fidelity. I think it's because of the newer Bluetooth standard, but I might be wrong. When it comes to gaming, you'll probably notice a difference if you use very intensive games or emulators. I have Yuzu on both. I haven't actually downloaded any games yet on Yuzu. But if you want to see that and see the difference, you can let me know in the comment section below. Now, another thing is with the software, there's a lot of AI features on this. And it's live translate. There's also let me show you this one. There's this Google search feature where you circle to search, where you just circle something and it'll provide you suggestions. So I circled Mace over there and it's showing articles with Mace and some random other black people for some reason. Uh, let's circle something else. Like let's say, let's go onto the ground. Let's go onto the ground real quick. I circle something on the ground. Okay. So, all right. Let's circle and search this right here. So you hold down on the little bar at the bottom, and I'm gonna circle this. Let's see what do we get. And it's gonna show you other characters, X-Men characters, Rogue, and you can do all that, and you never left the app. Let me see if I can find a next one. Oh shit. Funny enough, they're always showing me ads. I'm not seeing nothing today. Crazy, eh? Well, alright. There's a dumbbell set somewhere in here, probably, but I don't know. Alright, there we go. There you go. So that's an example of circle to search. You don't have that feature. You don't have the live translate yet on the S22, and I don't know if with an update it will happen. But eventually, you're probably guaranteed to get it. It's guaranteed for the S23, but I also noticed that the camera in third-party social media apps is way clearer on the S24 than it is on the 22. Also, the flat display is really good for drawing and using your S Pen compared to the curved sides and edges of the 24. So that's something that you might want to consider. It's less comfortable to hold, especially in cases. So you might want to consider that. And apart from that, there's some other little changes, but because I haven't spent too much time and documented enough time, I haven't quite made my mind up on those yet. So in a full review, I'll probably say what I have to say. So this was just actually a quick breakdown to just go over certain things and quick thoughts. Should you buy it based off of my little interaction? I think that I can give you a solid opinion and say my only problem with the S22 was the battery life, and that's gotten better over time. For some reason, it's better than when I first got it, and it keeps getting better with the updates.